I'm coming back with another video. If you may know me, you know that I am able to connect to the spiritual world, and I pick up on things from that spiritual realm. So I was watching some paranormal stuff earlier, and then somehow it led me to this case. Now, I did make a video about this earlier, but because I just connected with her spirit. It was a spirit. Because I just connected with her spirit, it was like I was still shaky. I was still feeling the effects of what she went through in a sense. And I really didn't feel like it was a good time to make a video, but it was like I was about to go to work and everything, and I felt like I needed it to get out there today. I couldn't wait till I got off late at night. I couldn't wait. But things change, and I'm back making another video. Ugh, no, when you want to scratch your eyebrow, you can't scratch it. So, this case is going to be about Allison Fledman, and she's a 31-year-old female who everyone described as a bubbly individual. She would have her routine calls every day of people that just genuinely loved her and that wanted to just talk to her, and that would be like something that happened every day. So when she stopped picking up the phone and things like that, that rang the bell, and that's when people started to realize that things were off. Now, when she did get home, as I was watching, I got all of this from like the Crime Watch daily video because that's where I go to first, and I'm like, okay, unsolved case. Let me see what I can figure out. So in the video, it talked about how she got home and she did her regular routine phone calls, and she was on the phone with her friend, got off the phone an hour earlier than expected, and then that's when everything went down. So basically, they couldn't release a lot of details about what happened to her, why, or what the motives may be, but they did get DNA samples, and they did. I was about to say, oh my god, I was thinking about something else. Oh, the fact that she suffered head trauma, and the fact that she was in the bathroom naked on the floor. So that's what I got from that video, and this is what I'm about to give to you. It's kind of hard to talk about it in a sense, because when I was connecting with her, it's like I feel like I had to tell her, like I had to coach her to calm down in a sense, because she was making me feel that type of energy to where I'm feeling like frantic in a way. Like, I need you to calm down so I can receive this. So this is what happened. This is what I started to get before I clicked the video. This is what I seen. And it's weird because it seems to always happen this way. When I'm like getting a lot of information on a missing persons case, it's like I see a glimpse, like a vision, and then before I click the video. Make sense? Okay, it makes sense. So I seen someone laying on the floor, but they were really bloody, and I thought like they were stabbed because of a lot of blood, and I did get the sense that it was that type of interaction that she was being stabbed. And then once I seen that, I clicked the video. Within the first couple of minutes, it gets discovered that, well, I discovered that she's laying on the floor naked with blood all around her, right? So I heard from work, and then I felt like it was a stranger, but it wasn't really like a stranger, She knew this person. And it gets deeper than that, excuse me. And before I was told that it was a head injury in the video, I started feeling a lot of head pain, a lot of tenderness on the side of my head, here, over here, and in the back of my head. It felt really tender. And then when I figured out in the video that it said that she suffered head trauma, it was like, okay, now it makes sense to why I'm having this really bad headache right now. And then as I was feeling that, and the feeling is like overwhelming, it's overwhelming me now. It's like I was writing down everything that I was feeling and thinking at the same time. But as I was writing down a certain part of her head, well, of my head hurting, it was like I was trying to say it out loud. I was trying to say things out loud at the same time. But it's like I couldn't really talk. Like my speech was slurring and my head was hurting. My heart was racing. And that's when I just I started crying. And I couldn't understand why. I started breaking out in tears. And I couldn't understand why I was crying. But, you get it because it's spirit and this is what she went through. It's a traumatic experience. So enough with the rambling. And then I heard my baby. And then this is something that I didn't describe in my last video that I deleted, but it was like at first it was like I was seeing a part of the kitchen, but then it was like he was coming around in a sense. Like I seen him in this hoodie and I couldn't really see his face. But then I started remembering some of the techniques that I picked up on how to go deeper into the vision. So I closed my eyes and I really focused on it. And I focused on it. And it was like his face was covered. And he had on like a mask. And the only part I could see was like this part of his eyes. And he had these brown eyes. And he had this hoodie on. It's weird because I see his face like so distinctively now. He had this hoodie on and he has these brown eyes and he's a white male. He could be mixed because he did have a darker skin tone in a sense. And on to the next page. And I did write down that I felt like at a point he was in the kitchen because like I just told you, like I seen a mist, not a mist, but it looked like in the background I was seeing the kitchen. But then as things started to carry on, it was like I was seeing a moment in the kitchen, but I don't really know what happened, what took place in the kitchen. Because it's like something occurred there. I don't know, maybe like a struggle or a fight or like something breaking. But and the weirdest part is I feel like he he went through the kitchen in a way. Like he had to get through there for something. And I do know he's a taller man, and when I was sensing the from work, the information, it was like I kept thinking about that part and I kept thinking about that part, and it was like I heard family friend. So it was work and then family friend. So maybe it was one of the family acquaintances, like this was someone that she worked with, but I do know that this was premeditated. Like whatever it was, he was waiting for her. When I had a vision, I was getting different visions of it, and it was like someone was looking through her window. Someone was watching and waiting until they were more comfortable to do what they were planning on doing. Oh wow. I just seen like a little orb go over what I wrote when I said she cut him in some way, because I felt this stinging right here in my face, but I felt like my chest hurts. That always happens. So, but I felt like this pain that was inflicted, it wasn't on her, but it was something that she did to him. because I wrote down, the side of my cheek stings. I feel like she cut him in some way. And I still do feel like she cut him on the cheek, or she scratched him on the cheek, or she got an object and she cut him on the side of his face. And I wrote down teacher because I was seeing a lot of children. It was like a classroom setting. So it made me think that that was her occupation, and that she loved kids. And then that made me start thinking that maybe she wanted kids because of the fact that she took an interest into teaching younger children. Um, and I kept getting like this sense that he was banging her head into the floor, like he was knocking her head. Like I wrote down, um, he's beating is my head. Some things I wrote down like very fast because it was like I just kept on getting information and it was affecting me too, to where I felt like I couldn't speak at certain times and things like that. But my head was really hurting, and I did see glimpses of her like scooting back, like she's scooting back and she's fighting. She's like on the floor, but she's like going like this. And then there was another instance where I seen her doing the same thing, but like her legs are up. She's kicking him. She's going like this with her arms. She's like kicking and she's like, moving back in the same sense. You know what I mean? And I also wrote down that it feels cold because as I was doing this and as I was writing down this information, I started feeling like very cold on one side of me. So I knew that her presence was in the room. And then I also wrote down a message because when I wrote down the message, it instantly brought me to her phone. And then it was like, did he message her? Did they have some type of contact in some way? Like, what was the last message? That type of thing. Like, what was in her messages? I feel like something in her messages could reveal the person that may have done this. Or I do feel like they did overlook some of the evidence because I do feel like certain family friends should be investigated because it said that she didn't have any enemies. So if she doesn't have any enemies and everyone loves her, like, and then the crazy part is her door, everything wasn't kicked in. Um, her alarm went off at 1 a.m. Like, a door sensor was. And that went off at 1 a.m., making it seem like the killer left at 1 a.m. in the morning. Remind you, she got home during the day, and her door finally opens at 1 a.m. And then they said that the killer was using bleach and cleaning things, like there was a foul odor of bleach. So with that and with the information that I got, I do feel like this is someone that's close to her that she trusted. Maybe it's a crush or someone that has strong feelings for her. I don't know. And then I wrote down my throat because I started feeling like this intense pressure in my throat, like I couldn't breathe. So it did make me feel like he was strangling her with something, like he had his hands around her throat. But I was about to say, I'll get to that later. And then as I was looking like through the pictures, I started, after I watched the video, I always go and like look at pictures and stuff like that. But as I was looking at the picture, it was like her dad. Like, it's something about her dad that just sticks with her. Like, she either has a extreme connection with her dad or something, but it was something with her dad that just made me feel very sad. Because I did have a moment where I got a vision. It was of her family, and it was like they were supposed to go somewhere. This wasn't supposed to go this way. I feel like she's like, you have plans and you want to go out and, I'm saying it all dumb, but you expect to go somewhere next week, and then that day things go wrong and you know you're not going to make it until then. I don't know. It makes me really flustered thinking about it. But I did feel like it was some vacation of a sort that she was supposed to go on. Like that was supposed to be her fun time, and she didn't get to that place yet because of this person that took away her life. And see, what did I just say? I just seen an orb go over way. And right, listen to what I wrote. I said I did feel like there was something planned. It wasn't supposed to go that way. It wasn't supposed to go that way. What did I just say, bro? I just gotta listen to me sometimes. I know some things may be all over the place, but I really try to interpret what I see the best way I can. And I know that sometimes it may be all over the place, but you have a brain too. You can take what I tell you and research, and even research the facts that I give you, like if you want to, you know. And as I was looking through the pictures, it was like I wrote down she misses them because I did feel that connection with her family. And what else? And I heard there's blood on her hands. There's blood on her hands. And after I heard that, oh no, oh no. Okay, I just feel all this energy like literally on the side of me, and I feel really sick, and my chest is hurting. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Now you really get to see what it's like to feel this energy. I don't know, bro. I just feel. This is what I was talking about earlier when I was writing down everything and I couldn't really speak. And I was crying. So I just kept writing because I couldn't speak. It's like that sadness that I felt from her when I was writing is just coming back and it just hit me out of nowhere. And oh man, I gotta get myself together. See, this is why I don't like to channel that much. I don't like to open myself up that much because when you feel what they feel, it be so strong. So strong. You could feel mad, you could feel really sad, you could feel just anything. Let me continue with this. And I've just seen an orb on top of he got on top of me. And that was something that I heard, but I'm going out of order here. But I heard blood on her hands, and then I kept on getting a feeling that this was a fetish and that he took pleasure in it. And then after I wrote it, um, I seen an orb on fetish and pleasure in it because I underlined it. And every time I underline it, that's just letting me know that I seen an orb by it. And I keep seeing orb by what I just told you, the I got on top of me part and the part after it. Um, uh, I seen a picture. Um, I feel really frantic. I feel um, you know how you see on TV like those childish shows in a way, like how they got a map, just a random map, but just doodles and mountains on it, and it got like a little plane going across, and it got like the little red dot trails. I seen something like that, and it covered my vision, and it went all the way up and went like this, and I see New Mexico, and I wrote down premeditated because I did feel like I did feel like he was watching her. He was waiting for her. And I do feel like they missed some evidence. Like in the back area maybe. Like I do feel like he has a vehicle, but you know what? I almost just said weapon because I just seen it when I was about to say something. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I heard weapon. But the part that I heard that I kept on saying I seen an orb over was I heard he got on top of me, and then I heard a monster. Well, then I heard and seen monster. And that was a vision and something that I heard. It's just sad. Her showing you how she fought. And then her saying that he got on top of me. And remind you, she's bare. She doesn't have anything on. She's in the bathroom. And and her calling him a monster just lets you know how she feels about it, you know? That resentment in a way that still sits there, you know? And as I was getting visions from her, it's like I did feel that point where you know that it's going to be over. You know that you're not going to make it till tomorrow. You know you're not going to make it to that family trip that y'all planned. You know you're not going to, you know, it's like you felt that. Like I felt that. The moment when you just, that last breath, you know. And I did feel like a penny taste in my mouth. And I actually taste it now. I started speaking about it, but it was like, I don't know if she had blood in her mouth. Like, I don't know. And I did um I did see the word weapon at that point. After I got done writing, I heard he got on top of me. After I heard that part, I heard the word weapon. And then I seen like the back of something. I couldn't really tell what it was, but I didn't know if it was like a handgun, a flashlight, the edge of something, but it was something black. And he was just going like this. Like I seen him, and he's like from, like I seen him over top, and he's just like going like this with the back of it. And he's beating the crap out of her. That's really all I got for real. Keep seeing her face, and for some reason I just seen her boyfriend. So maybe she just wants to, just loves her family, man. She just loves her family. Well, that's the end of my video. I'm kind of in my feelings right now, if you didn't notice. But I'm going to try to learn how to cope better with energy that I feel. And I'm going to try to, you know, be more professional with the way I come on my videos. I want that to be professional, you know. So that's the end of my video, and my name's Yana, and I'm out. Peace. Have a good night, good morning, wherever you may be. Remember to hit the like button and comment, subscribe, give me ideas. You know what? Drop cases that you want me to do. Like, I don't care. Just drop cases that you want me to do. And I'll try my best to discern the energy. Like, when I hear information, it's not just from one spirit, it's from multiple. A lot of people like try to jump in and say what they gotta say, or show you something, and it's kind of hard to tell you which one fits into your life, you know. I'm gonna try to get on that a little bit more. And I think I'm gonna edit this video, like literally edit it, like sit down, take my time. I don't know, man. Oh, it's New Year's too. Happy New Year's. There was a fire last night. Ain't that crazy? Somebody's house in the city that I live in got caught on fire, and then the house next to it got caught on fire. Like, imagine that, right? Like, on New Year's Eve, actually, your house get caught on fire and you ain't got no place to sleep. See, just so many people don't even realize their blessings when there's people like that that's going through some crazy stuff. Like, just think about it. Like, I'm thinking I'm gonna have a nice night tonight, and then boom, your house got caught on fire on New Year's, the first. People get paid on the first, so your money's just gone. Like, you ain't even got. Good thing Christmas already passed, but you wouldn't even have money for presents. Like, you know what I mean? It's just sad. So appreciate what you have, because a lot of people is just everything that you could have just could be gone like that. And definitely don't attach yourself to whatever you manifest, because it's so easy for things to get taken away from you. And once it's taken away from you, you just feel that loss because you already put a part of yourself into what you gained. So yeah, have a beautiful night, morning, wherever you are. My name's Yana. Subscribe, set all that. Peace.